Hi, it's Caitlin, and I am so excited to be swatching this upcoming collection from Bee's Knees Lacquer. It's been a while since I've had a collection on my channel, and I'm so happy to be bringing swatches of this one to your computer screen or phone screen, wherever you're watching me. This collection will be launching on the Bee's Knees Lacquer as well as on their stockists partners websites on March 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This collection includes 10 polishes. It's a big one. I also have 2 mysteries that will be available out of, I think, 10 or 12 possible options, and a really beautiful polish that Sarah created as a tribute to her cousin who sadly at a very young age passed away from a brain tumor, and it's inspired by SpongeBob because he loves SpongeBob. It's just a really special tribute. I'll include the details about what you may or may not need to know in the description below. As always, I will include timestamps below for when I show off the mysteries in case you don't want to see them. I'll leave them for the end of the swatches before I come back and recap my favorites. So let's get into it. We're going to start by looking at Make Your Brother Proud, and this one is a soft blue with a glowy blue shimmer, and this one is for anyone out there who loves those blue intense shimmers. This one is such an incredibly glowy polish, and it is on the sheer side. As you can see, I will build it up in 3 coats, but this is gonna keep a little bit of your nail line showing even after 3 coats. But if you're a fan of Bee's Knees Lacquer sheer shimmers, then jump for joy because this one is really special. As always, this has a really easy to work with formula. It builds up beautifully in 3 coats and it dries very quickly, which is a must-have for me when it comes to nail polish. All of my swatches are using the Bee's Knees I'm Very Fast Quick Dry Top Coat, which is very fast and it leaves a nice glossy finish on your manicure, so definitely worth picking up when you're in the Bee's Knees Lacquer shop. This one definitely made my camera struggle. So that blue shimmer is really intense, but the camera makes it look even wilder than it is in real life. It is really, really strong and it's absolutely beautiful. This is more accurate here in this kind of lighting to what you're gonna see in real life. So it's absolutely stunning and I love the base color with that shimmer. Next up is Wyrd or Wyrd. This one is a charcoal polish with strong blue shimmer and it's loaded with hollow flakes. This one is a lion cousin according to Sarah. And this one has the coolest base color. So it's described as a charcoal base. And I guess the combination of the blue shimmer with the base kind of makes it look greeny at certain angles. I don't know if you can totally see what I mean, but it's a really, really interesting finish and color. I really, really like this. The hollow to me was quite sparkly, which I appreciated, and the blue shimmer is very, very strong. Altogether, this creates an incredibly unique and beautiful nail polish that I can't wait for you to see on my whole hand. This one does achieve full opacity in 3 coats, and a glossy top coat will help to smooth everything out. The flakes don't provide any texture, but this one definitely benefits from a glossy top coat. Here you can really see what I mean about that kind of grungy green you get at extreme angles. I think it's the combination of the blue and the brown. It just is so beautiful and unique. I love darker vampire polishes, and this one somehow manages to be vampy but also bright with that blue shimmer, so it's a total win in my books, especially when you add in that hollow. Moving along, we have Queen of the Valbaran Fae, and this one is a sheer black with blue shimmer. It has a scattering of silver light reflective glitter and a magnetic silver to pink shimmer. Now this one is cyborg chic if I've ever seen it. It has a really, really cool metallic finish. It's super unique, super gorgeous, and if you're into magnetics, it's quite unique in my opinion. So I don't have a consistent approach for applying magnets and magnetic polishes. This time I painted a coat on my nails, then magnetized the second coat, and also managed to squish the magnet onto my nail. So try not to get the magnet too close when you're holding it over your nail. But you can see how the magnetic pull line leaves sort of a bluey, I don't know what you'd call that, an afterglow? I don't know. It's really, really pretty. And I love silver and blue together. It always feels very futuristic. So this has definitely got that feel. And if you've watched my videos before where I talk about magnetics, you might have heard me say that generally that magnetic effect dissipates over time. Essentially, the only way to get a magnetic line to stay that way is to use gel polish, and this is not gel polish. So if you were hell-bent on keeping a tight magnetic effect, you would need to hold the magnet over each layer of polish for as long as it takes for the polish to dry, including after you top coat, which would make for a, 10-hour manicure. But I personally think that this dissipated magnetic effect is most gorgeous because you really see the shifts and you will see that momentarily. So this is 3 coats, 1 regular coat, 2 magnetized coats with top coat, and again, always apply your magnet after you top coat. And here you can see what I mean. This is absolutely awesome. I love everything about this magnetic. We've got another magnetic. This one's called Choose Life, and this one is a sheer black with green shimmer. It has a scattering of silver light reflective glitter and a vibrant magnetic red multichrome. This one is mind-blowing, as you will see shortly. It really doesn't come to life until you start moving your hands around in different lighting, but it is still gorgeous to look at right now. I am kind of looking at this and realizing it's got a Christmassy vibe with the red and green glitters, and I'm applying that same approach as I did with the previous polish, 1 coat of polish, and then magnetizing the second coat. This one has light reflective glitter and it's in the perfect quantity in my opinion. It really doesn't make for a textured finish and it smooths out completely with 1 layer of top coat. So I love this kind of use of light reflective glitter. It captures the light beautifully and it doesn't create a gritty finish, and it's not difficult to remove. And if anyone's wondering about the magnet I used, it's just a random one I got, I think from KB Shimmer. It's got like a heart-shaped magnetic effect on the other end of it, but I never use that. I just use this one. So here it is in 1 coat plus 2 coats magnetized and top coat. And now you're going to see what I mean about this one being a bit of a mind blower. It's blue now and purple. It's quite incredible. There are a ton of shifts in this one. If you like an entertaining polish, this is definitely it. Between the light reflective glitter, the magnetic effect, and the color shifts from the multi-chrome, it's like 8 polishes in one. Moving back to some shimmer, we've got I'm Your Mother Effing Executioner. This one is a soft grayed out purple with glowy blue shimmer. This is like a purple sibling to Make Your Brother Proud, which we just saw, but totally purple. So it's got purple shimmer and a purple base color. It's absolutely beautiful. Again, definitely on the sheer side, definitely giving that ghostly vibe, and I'm always here for that. So I do recommend building this one up in 3 coats for best coverage. But if you are so inclined, you could also layer this over maybe a complementary lilac base color, or I was gonna say a white. You could do a white, totally up to you. If you need opacity, I recommend layering it over a cream or using a nail line blurring base coat. But I am always a fan of sheer polishes. I'm never afraid to show off a little free edge, and this one is just so pretty and delicate and ethereal. Again, the camera kind of couldn't handle the shimmer in this one, but it is very strong. It is very ghostly, that's what I was trying to show you. It almost disappears off the nail. And here in the sun is a little more accurate to what you'll see in terms of that shimmer. It's just so pretty. I really, really love this one. Next up we have Through Love, All Is Possible. And this one's a sheer natural, no, I can't read. It's a sheer neutral peach with glowy aqua to blue shimmer. That's a neutral peach if it wasn't clear enough. And this one is definitely in the sheer camp. It's so pretty. If you like sheer polishes like me, you might be jumping for joy again, because I personally could not wait to get this on my nails the minute I saw it in the bottle. This one again has a beautiful formula. It builds up easily and beautifully in 3 coats. This is never really going to give you opacity because the base color is very sheer while the shimmer is intense. You won't. So best bet would be to use a nail line blurring base coat if you want to wear this but perhaps have stained nails, or you just don't like seeing your nail line. This one is like a psychedelic ballerina. I love this one so much. I love the shifts and I love how it works so perfectly with my skin tone. I'm really happy for that. And now for something super bright, we have Better Than Expected. This one is described as a bright pink, almost coral, Doomacorn sibling with the same green to blue shimmer. This one really packs a punch and it's actually quite opaque. It gets really beautiful and totally opaque coverage in 3 coats. It's also just so bright and beautiful. I love the combination of a bright pink with a green shimmer. It's just so summery and makes me very happy. This one covers really well in 2 coats depending on your preference, but I will show it in 3 where I had full opacity personally, and it does dry down with a slightly satiny finish, so you definitely don't want to skip top coat with this one. This is a quintessential summer color in my opinion, and I just can't wait until it actually is summer, but I will not wish the time away because life moves too quickly already. And here you can definitely get a taste for that green shimmer. It is super strong and you get that aqua shift at more extreme angles. It also makes the pink pull a little more, I guess, hot pink. So this is just really interesting and looks different in every type of lighting. Here we have Master of Spinning BS, and this one is really, really fun. If you're a fan of those lion siblings and cousins, then this is definitely one for you. It's a pale green with strong blue shimmer and loaded with hollow flakes. This one I really loved. In the bottle, I was really excited by it. It kind of looks like spring in a bottle. And then on the nail, it's absolutely beautiful. I love the combo of green with the blue shimmer. And of course, the hollow flakes are a nice addition. This, as you can see, is obviously quite sheer. You definitely want to build it up in 3 coats to get as much of that green base color down as possible and as much shimmer as possible. I don't know if others would maybe have more of a visible nail line showing through, but the shimmer in this is really intense and it kind of has that ghostly effect, which is most likely intentional. So if you like that, then this is definitely a polish to grab. If not, you might want to layer this over a visible nail line blurring base. And I also wanted to note that I found this hollow to be quite strong in this collection. So I don't know if it seems like it might be a different hollow than I saw previously from Bee's Knees Lacquer, or maybe I'm just completely misremembering, but these hollow flakes that they're using are very rainbowy and prismatic, and I really, really appreciate that. And who doesn't love rainbowy hollow? Here we have Reaper. This one is a light olive green with strong green to blue shimmer. This is so pretty. I just think this is a gorgeous polish, and I love the particle size of the shimmer. I want to say it's not large by any means, but it's visible in a way that makes the polish incredibly sparkly. It catches the light beautifully, and it's just a really fun combination of colors, especially if you're a fan of green. Again, this one's on the sheer side, so definitely build it up, most likely in 3 coats, or layer it over a green if you wanted. This would probably look really cool over a black. It would definitely transform the way the polish looks. And it does dry down just a tiny bit dull, so use a glossy top coat. Again, I am using the Bee's Knees Lacquer top coat and I really like it, so if you need to buy something extra to get to free shipping or you just need a new top coat, I recommend it for sure. And here you can definitely see that beautiful green to aqua shift. This reminds me somewhat of your Golden Trader, which is a favorite Bee's Knees lacquer of mine, maybe like a green cousin. And I just really, really like this polish in all types of lighting. Here we have She Was Enough, and this one is a pale purple with strong green to blue shimmer, hollow flakes, and matte black flakes. I always like when Bee's Knees Lacquer throws in a polish like this with the matte black flakes. I think they're so pretty, and this is absolutely beautiful between the base color, the hollow, the shimmer, and the black flakes. I really love it. The shimmer is really strong in this one, and if you like a more delicate look, you could get away with this in 2, but I will show it in 3 because if you have more free edge than I do, you'll likely need 3 coats for full opacity. And this one does dry down just a tiny bit dull, so use a glossy top coat to bring out the hollow, bring out the shimmer, and just bring this baby to life. I think that green and purple are always such a gorgeous combination, and this one is just so pretty. It's delicate but also kind of punchy at the same time. It just works so beautifully. It looks fantastic in the sun. The shimmer kind of transforms to a blue at extreme angles, which is really interesting. And here we have FIS For Friends. We're done with the collection, and this is a really special polish. It is a brain tumor awareness polish, and it will be available on the Bee's Knees Lacquer website with $5 from each bottle being donated to 2 different charities. This one is inspired by Sarah's cousin who died from a brain tumor, and he loved SpongeBob. This one's described as a mid-tone blue with pink to gold to green shimmer and large particle hollow. So while this polish simultaneously breaks my heart, it also is just so beautiful. It's a beautiful tribute, and I can't imagine how that must feel to have lost a loved one to a brain tumor, or losing a loved one at any time is just devastating. And I just think this is perfect, especially as a fellow SpongeBob lover. I can definitely feel the bikini bottom vibes with this one, and it's so pretty. It's so unique. I don't think Bee's Knees Lacquer does a lot of polishes like this, and so seeing this one is just really special. It's so pretty. It looks incredible in any lighting, as you can see here, and I just think it's a beautiful polish, and I also love the name. Now, if you don't want to see spoilers, leave. This is the bag that your 2 mystery polishes will come in. And I received the Ocean Queen, which is a blackened blue multi-chrome that shifts to purple and red and has a scattering of silver light reflective glitter. This one has a beautiful formula. It is sheer, but it builds up really nicely in 3 coats. And I think that the multi-chrome effect in this is really interesting. It's not like those traditional multi-chromes that are sort of metallic-y. It's sort of a scattered multi-chrome effect, which I really like. And the use of light reflective glitter, again, is absolutely perfect in this one. It's not overdone. It doesn't make the polish gritty or difficult to remove. It's just the perfect amount, almost as if it were hollow. And you definitely want to build this one up in 3 coats to get the most bang for your buck with the multi-chrome pigment. And you get pretty much full opacity in 3 coats. These ones, I think all of the mystery, yeah, they're all a shimmer and light reflective glitter formula. So they're all going to be similar but different colors. This one is so pretty, as you can see once that top coat is applied. It's just absolutely beautiful. And here you can see just how shifty the multi-chrome is. It's really fun. I think multi-chromes are so entertaining, and this one's beautiful, so I will let you enjoy it. And the second mystery I'm showing off is called Starfire. This one is a blackened gold green multi-chrome that shifts to deep blue and has a scattering of silver light reflective glitter. So if you're a green lover or a teal lover, this one will definitely be up your alley. And this again has the same formula. It's definitely buildable, starts off sheer, but 3 coats is probably your best bet with this one. And this has really interesting shifts. Both of the polishes kind of have like a cyborgy feel to them. I keep using that word, but I don't know. I think it's a perfect word to describe these polishes. And this one, I just love how it looks when it's built up in the 3 coats. Fantastic formula. Again, the light reflective glitter is not overdone, so it doesn't provide a super textured finish, and it smooths out with just 1 layer of top coat. Once again, you can see how pretty this is in the different lighting. I love how it looks out of direct lighting, and then of course under direct lighting it's a little brighter looking. You get the effect of the light reflective glitter, and those shifts are quite plentiful. I have a few favorites that I want to shout out, and the first one is FIS For Friends. It's obviously a bonus that this one is a charity polish and a tribute to Sarah's cousin, but it's also beautiful and unique, and I love hollow, so I just love that polish. I also am kind of obsessed with Through Love All Is Possible because it's one of those basically sheer polishes, but it's got this super intense shimmer to it, and I could wear that forever. And I also love Better Than Expected because it's so bright. It's going to be like in hot rotation when summer comes because I love colors like that, and I love the formula. Please let me know in the comments what you think of these polishes, and if you're planning on picking any of them up, I'd love to hear. And yeah, I'm just really excited to be able to share this collection with you. I had so much fun swatching it, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.